Hello everybody and welcome to my video, Getting Tidier. I hope you're well. I thought I'd start my video with a massive thank you to all of you that have subscribed to my channel. Now 2,170 of you. Can't quite believe that. Thank you ever so much. Also just to let you know the last week's stats. So 36% of my views are from the United Kingdom. 18% this last week have been from the United States, and Canada is now third. Massive gap between Canada and the others. And then Spain, 0.2%, and various other European countries. Looks like Italy's dropped off. Also, 61% of my people that watch are not subscribed, and 38% of people have subscribed. If you're watching this, it would very much be appreciated if you would subscribe to my channel and then let me know what country you're from, because I love seeing what state you're in, what county you're in, what part of, across Europe and other countries. So I really like seeing that. So this video starts with a massive speed up. It's not meant to be this fast. It looks like I'm working incredibly quickly, but I was sorting out the kitchen and sorting food out, so it's really quick video, so I'm sorry about that. It's too quick. It's a bit manic, isn't it? So I've had a busy few days. So on Wednesday I delivered my workshop on interpersonal skills, decision making skills and communication skills. I had really good engagement. All the learners put their cameras on, which was great, and they raised some really good points and shared some really good examples, so I was really pleased with how that went. That workshop I was literally finishing off the night before. I hadn't really given myself enough time to write the workshop. That was the first time I delivered it, so that was good. And then today I was in Norfolk actually, and I was presenting at an event which has got people from different day services, residential care and the care industry. So that was interesting, and I felt the presentation went really well. I make a point of not really putting much on the slides, so talk around the slides, had quite a few pictures, and that was good. I enjoyed doing that. So you'll see a couple of videos of me in the kitchen, where it looks like it's a bit of a disaster zone, but I do find the kitchen is really quick now to get out of hand, but it's really quick to get back on top of. Could literally have one day and it could really get untidy, but I feel like because I've created so much space in the cupboards and in the pantry, now it's so much quicker to tidy up. Also, in a minute I'm going to show you a quick video. Some of you asked, well, what is it your husband's pile of stuff, what is it that he's doing? Because I mentioned about my husband's little toys and little figures. So I'll do a really quick video to show you what that is, because quite a few of you asked me. And also a couple of you commented about, well, why is that pile still left on the rug? The reason why there was a small pile left on the rug, because it was my husband's things and I'm just not sure where to put them. So I could tuck them in, put them in a rattan basket. I could tuck them around the corner. I could tuck them underneath the sofa, but I wanted them to be sorted out. So I left them in a small pile so they could be easily seen, and some action could be taken to put those items away. You can see also on the left hand side I've taken the pots out of the cupboard under the sink, because I'm going to move them and put them into my wooden crates, and they're going to go into the shed. Now at the moment, many of you will know, I can't get into the shed, so I'm going to have to sort of move some things at the front of the shed and create a bit of space and then put them in. I'm also hoping to get some paint out of the shed, so I could do that at the same time, because I want to paint the front of my house. Now, I'm getting a little bit of resistance from family members, because it is a big job and it will have to be done off ladders, but I am determined that this year I'm going to paint certainly all of the front of the house. So that's my plan. Also, because I've taken those pots out from in the cupboard under the sink, there's other things that I'll be able to fit in there. So my bottle of elbow grease, that falls out every time I open the cupboard door, so now it's easily going to be able to be slotted in there. And just having a bit of extra space just makes things so much easier, doesn't it? Rather than things balancing on each other. It's so much harder when there's nowhere to actually put things. So you can see I've got quite a lot of plates there, and I've got some to own up to. Today and yesterday I ran out of spoons. That hasn't happened for months. I had to wash up some spoons in order to get some spoons, so I need to make sure that doesn't happen. I think the challenge is Mondays I don't do any work generally, so Mondays I can get stuff done, I can really clear things out, I can do a lot. Tuesday I do a few hours, Wednesday I do a few hours, Thursday I nearly do a whole day, Friday is my long day. So I have this every single week. You get to the end of the week and it feels like you're back to how it was on Monday. I just don't know how to kind of keep on top of it when you're working, and if you're working from home. If I was out of the office, I wouldn't be messing it up, would I? If I was out in the office and I wasn't working from home. It's because often I'm working from home. And the summer holidays, the school holidays start as well. So we've a half term here in the United Kingdom. Now, I don't think that's common in European countries or in America or in Canada. I think you have much longer summer holidays than us, but we have half term break, which is very nice. So my daughter's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days off, including the weekends. But she's got all of her exams. So she will be doing schoolwork nearly every day. She will not be doing schoolwork on the 28th of May because that is my birthday. 28th of May is a birthday, and I share it with Kylie Minogue. For those of you that know Kylie Minogue, we are both born on the same day, a different year, I hasten to add. So you can see I do manage to get through quite a lot here in quite a short period of time. And I don't think you can quite see how much more space now my cupboard has got where I opened my cupboard. Also, I've got loads of rubbish bags that are small rubbish bags that I bought by mistake. And I want to make a point of using those up. So that's why I got one of those smaller bags out. I have had a bit of a nightmare though. You will see on this video where I'm hanging out all the washing. However, sadly, I had to rewash it all. So I'd only let it sit in the basket for a very small amount of time. But I came home yesterday and I said, "Oh, what's that smell?" And my husband said, "Oh, probably your beetles." I said, "No, it's not." And I went into the dining room and I could smell it was the damp smell of washing. So I really hate it when that happens, but I can't possibly dry it all when it smells like that. So I've had to re-wash it all. So I'm getting a bit of a backlog again with the washing because I was expecting it to be warm and sunny. We've had torrential rain, cold weather. Today was so cold, I had a dress on and I was so cold I was nearly shaking in the meeting this morning. It was like bitter cold and I'd got sandals on and I thought really I need a jacket on and tights. So I don't know what's happening to our summer weather. It's all a bit strange. So you can see in quite a short period of time, I have managed to clear the kitchen, but it's definite. You just have to keep on with it. Imagine if I left this for 2 or 3 days, how it would get. It would just get like really quickly back to how it used to be. So I'm interested in how you all maintain your kitchens. Is it because the dishwasher makes things so much easier and so much quicker? Or do you find that you have to just constantly work on the kitchen and you just accept that as part of one of your key tasks for the day? I'm not sure. So in a minute, I'll show you a little video of the ornaments, figures, characters that my husband has painted. Now, I think he's absolutely amazing at this. I think he's really good. But he always says, oh, there's other people that can paint much better than me. But he's got to have all this all painted before he can play the game, you see, as part of the competition. But these little gnomes, I think they are so cute. He may at some point in time find that there's a couple missing and they've moved into my cabinet, or I have them as small ornaments. No, you're shouting at me, aren't you? No. But they're so cute. And he's so good at painting. I'm so impressed. So while you're waiting for that part of the video where you can see exactly what I mean, how talented he is, I'm going to go through a few of my comments from the last video. So thank you again for all of your comments. I absolutely loved this. It's like a hobby of mine, reading your comments and reading your ideas. I really, really enjoy it. So first one, so Bluebird says, I've watched many clothing decluttered videos. The best tip is to hold and examine each piece of clothing you own. 99% of the people I've watched in videos say initially they only have a few items to get rid of. However, once they go through every single item, they discover that there are indeed many items they can get rid of. Standing back and looking at the door or closet full doesn't work for most people. No, I do see what you mean. And next week, half term, I'm going to go through my daughter's wardrobe. So that'll be good. So I can clear that out and sort that out. In terms of my video with my plants, Brett 6117, what a big job, but your living room looks a lot brighter. Maybe the combination of things out of the way of the incoming light and you cutting back your shrub outside. I understand hubby not loving that the plants aren't getting sorted out right away, but that's a pretty big job you have there. I just love hearing and seeing the progress you're making. Thanks for sharing. Thanks a lot for your comment, Brett. Laura Mitchell. At 7:33, I spied a couple of items for your dining room cabinet, a stack of plates and a large serving bowl. And since you do so well on keeping up with your dishwashing, you can now put extra plates and bowls from your kitchen cupboards. That is very true. The only thing I'd say about that is I moved, you'll see in one of my videos, I moved loads of plates out of my kitchen cupboard into this cabinet. So what my plan is that I want to move the plates and the other items for dining into the dining room cabinet, and I want to move all the glasses out of this cabinet in the lounge and move those into the dining room cabinet. That is my aspiration. Sharon Steventon says, hi Emma, I love your videos. I love your house with the high ceilings and the big bay window. Your house is similar to mine, but I turned my living room into a dining room and my dining room into my living room. I have my patio door open and bring the outside in. That's lovely. And I did reply to Sharon to say that for many years we had the lounge in the dining room and the dining room in the lounge. And we decided just to move things around to see what we thought. I think this room, the lounge, is slightly smaller. I forget which way it is. But I do like having the front room for a variety of reasons. I like the front room as the lounge. So I don't know, who knows, maybe we'll change it. We used to have the lounge in the dining room, in the back room, and we had the TV up on the wall as well, but we changed all that. The video games historian puts, I'm going to declutter a large cellar that's crammed with stuff from other rooms. This will be the third time, as when the rooms are decorated, excess furniture goes in there. Great job doing your plants. That sounds like a massive job, decluttering your large cellar. And what country are you from again? The video games historian. I forget. Are you English? Or from the United Kingdom? It's quite unusual for lots of places to have cellars, I think. The other thing that I wanted to share with you, the lady who's went to Abruzzo, where we're going in the summer, she replied to my comment about hearing a bear. She went on this heart walk. I don't think I told you about this. I love the comment. She went on this heart walk where you go in the evening as sun is going down and the lake turns into like a heart shape. And I think she went just with her partner, not on a tour. And as the sun was setting, she heard a growl. Wow, that's exciting, but a tad scary. And then Doris, she says, great ideas and insights. Just a thought, have you ever considered moving the TV inside that ivory built-in hutch? I can't get used to this word hutch, but I do understand that's very common in America and in England. The first time I saw someone talk about my hutch, I thought that they were being offensive and saying that it looks like a rabbit hutch, because that's the only sort of hutch we have here. I thought they were trying to be, you know, a bit funny. So I had those cabinets specially made for this room, and I wanted that section to be as a display area. And like I said to Doris, I don't want to make the TV the most critical part of the room. So sometimes people say, oh, put the TV above the fireplace. I don't want to make the TV the heart of the room. And I think sometimes there can be a bit of a risk to that. Also, someone said about getting rid of the wooden box. Great idea. I don't like the wooden box, so I wouldn't be mind getting rid of that. But putting the TV on the glass table. But there's no way that the glass table would carry that sort of weight. I think it would probably collapse. Also, there's a few wires and boxes and things behind the TV that I hide, and you wouldn't be able to do that if it was on the glass table. But good idea anyway, worth suggesting. Loving your videos. Our homes are a constant project. Supporting each other is lovely. Thank goodness for the internet. It's brought likewise beings together like friends. That's very true. Totally agree with the early learning of language. We have family where the parents are English and German from birth. They've spoken to their little girl in each of their own languages. Yeah, that's great. That's the best thing to do when they're very, very young from birth, like you said. Now 4 years old and she's fluent in both. Yeah, super. Keep up the good work. Sending love from the north of England. Oh, thank you very much for that, Zoe. And then the last comment from today. Erin J 9642. Hello from California. Such a charming room with all that sunshine coming in through those sweet windows, and I love that fireplace. Thank you very much for your kind comment. And lastly, just to say, Andrea from America, who won the prize, one of the prizes, her and Barbara won, and my giveaway when I got to 2,000 subscribers, it's arrived in America, the items that I sent. So I sent her one of my handmade cloths and a few other bits and pieces. So I'm glad that she's got them and she's enjoying them. I think it took about 4 days longer to get to America compared to Ireland. And then now on the video you can see, so really all those things that I put on that air dryer, apart from I think one top and one pair of trousers, all had to be rewashed. So I was really disappointed about that. I also got some towels out of the washing machine today, and they were just freshly washed and they smelled damp. So I don't know whether I need to treat the washing machine. I asked my daughter to smell them because my smell never completely recovered. My smell is still a bit odd compared to what it used to be after I was sort of unwell with a virus a couple of years ago. But my dad smelt them. And he said, oh, that's fine, get them on the line, they won't notice. And I was like, no, they do smell damp, don't they? And he said, yeah, they do a bit. So unfortunately, all those things had to be rewashed. And then a couple more comments. That video also got 96 likes. That's incredible. And I really appreciate how a number of you are going back through old videos and commenting on them and giving different ideas, seeing how things have changed. What was really funny was Brooke had gone through one that had come up in her feed, I think, and she said, oh, there was another one where I was sorting my plants out. It was about a year ago, and I said it's probably a year since I've actually sorted all the plants out. Probably I did it last year about this time. So Carolyn said, that's amazing to hear your daughter's history with learning Italian. Thank you. And Lisa Malone, I think it's amazing your daughter is fluent in Italian. I'm sure that will serve her well in her life, open lots of opportunities for her. I hope it does. I understand about not wanting to go vertical with the shells. I was just thinking, so that was, yeah, Lisa suggested about putting some shells in my daughter's room. That would give her some more space, you're right. I was just thinking that it might give some treasures a home and help keep things off the floor. You're right, you are right. She said, I wish I was good with plants. I'm trying to keep 3 houseplants alive, and that's about all I can manage. I find actually the houseplants rather be a bit more neglected. I think sometimes if you leave them for a bit, actually they're quite happy. And my Hoya Bella always flowers if I make the window longer where I've watered it. It's quite strange. I'm working on my garden this year, taking out some plants and rearranging. When we moved 17 years ago, I put a bunch of plants that I thought looked pretty, and now they've gone wild. That sounds really nice, but you get a lot of butterflies. I sit out in my garden swing and try to visualise what I want it to look like. Enjoying your videos. I've commented before, but not sure that I've included that I'm from Ohio. No, you hadn't. Okay, so we've got a few people following now from Ohio. That's great. Thank you. Zoe Brindle. So Zoe is from the north of England. I'm interested to know where, Zoe, because you might have seen a couple of my videos where we've been to the north of England for various reasons. Loving your videos. Our homes are a constant project. Supporting each other is lovely. Thank goodness for the internet. It's brought likewise beings together like friends. That's very true. Totally agree with the early learning of language. We have family where the parents are English and German from birth. They've spoken to their little girl in each of their own languages. Yeah, that's great. That's the best thing to do when they're very, very young from birth, like you said. Now 4 years old and she's fluent in both. Yeah, super. Keep up the good work. Sending love from the north of England. Oh, thank you very much for that, Zoe. And then the last comment from today, Erin J 9642. Hello from California. Such a charming room with all that sunshine coming in through those sweet windows, and I love that fireplace. Thank you very much for your kind comment. And lastly, just to say, Andrea from America, who won the prize, one of the prizes, her and Barbara won, and my giveaway when I got to 2,000 subscribers, it's arrived in America, the items that I sent. So I sent her one of my handmade cloths and a few other bits and pieces. So I'm glad that she's got them and she's enjoying them. I think it took about 4 days longer to get to America compared to Ireland. So this nearly brings me to the end of my video. So tomorrow is Friday. I've got a couple of meetings in the morning. I'm going to have lunch hopefully with my husband and daughter. And then in the afternoon I've got a very short meeting. So I'm kind of a bit quieter tomorrow and I'm all in the house as opposed to driving here, there and everywhere. So that'd be nice to be able to tie up some loose ends before the bank holiday Monday, before my birthday and before I have a couple of days off at half term. So thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you for all your support, your encouragement, your kindness, your likes and everyone that's subscribed to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!